Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today is a pretty wild day in the soap world, and we have a lot of ground to cover. I am running on way too much coffee and honestly not enough sleep, but we need to talk about what just went down. Let's just jump right into the recap for LA, June 19th, because things are getting incredibly messy and I have a lot of thoughts. So let's start with Shauna. Shauna is suddenly playing career agent, which is it's just so weird to me. She actually went and had a talk with Katie about the possibility of joining the new Logan fashion house. And she wasn't just pitching herself, she was pitching a whole jewelry line. Which, okay, fine. We all know Logan needs all the help it can get right now to get off the ground. But Shauna didn't stop there. She actually encouraged Katie to find a place for Wyatt at the company. And honestly, what is Shauna even doing right now? I mean, I get it, she is connected to Wyatt through Flo, but why is she the one out here negotiating jobs for a grown man? But apparently, Wyatt is really struggling. He and Flo broke up. Again. Or finally? I can't even keep track anymore. But they broke up. And Wyatt is super lonely. He is hurting. He could really use the support of his family right now. So Shauna thinks getting him involved with the Logans and the Spencers over at this new fashion house is the best way to help him heal. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe it's sweet that she cares. But it just feels so random for her to be the one brokering this deal. You know? But of course, Bill and Liam are totally on board with getting Wyatt back into the fold. They really, really want Wyatt to be a part of the family empire again. And Liam has been stressing out lately anyway, so having his brother back would probably be a huge relief. So they are basically agreeing with this whole proposal that Shauna and Wyatt are putting together. Shauna is probably sitting there hoping this means they have a solid deal. She probably thinks she just secured a massive contract for herself and for Wyatt. But this is Bill Spencer we are talking about. Dollar Bill. When does he ever just do something nice without a catch? Never. Literally never. So Bill hits the brakes. Hard. He pumps the brakes on the whole thing because he wants something from Wyatt first. And what does he want? The hope for the future diamond. Yes, you guys, the diamond. We are back to talking about this giant, ridiculous diamond. Bill wants it because he wants to stir up a massive amount of publicity for Hope's debut line at Logan. He knows that if Hope is going to launch her brand under Katie's new company, they need a splash. They need a gimmick. And Bill is the king of gimmicks. So he is insisting, flat out insisting, that if Wyatt and Shauna want these contracts signed, he needs that diamond first. No diamond, no deal. But here is the absolute kicker. Here is the part that just makes me want to pull my hair out. Wyatt doesn't have it. Well, he has a replica. He found the fake copy that he made of the Hope for the Future diamond, but he cannot find the real thing. Where is it? How do you just lose a priceless diamond? What were they thinking, even letting this thing out of their sight? So now, Wyatt is stuck holding a piece of fake glass, trying to figure out how to give Bill the real diamond so he can get his job and his life back on track. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Who actually believes this is going to end well? Because I sure don't. Bill is going to find out it's a fake, and he is going to absolutely explode. And speaking of exploding, let's talk about Hope. Because Hope is a whole other mess right now. So, a few weeks ago, back in May, Liam was begging Hope to leave Forrester Creations. He was pressuring her so hard to jump ship and go work for Katie at Logan. And Hope kept saying no. She refused. She told Liam she was sticking it out at Forrester because she had worked too hard and she was hoping her mom, Brooke, would get the co-CEO position. Remember that? Brooke literally went and made this whole seductive offer to Ridge to try and take Steffi's job just so Hope would be protected. But now it looks like Hope has completely flipped. She is keeping her commitment to Logan. Katie is super relieved about it, which means Hope must have finally agreed to make the jump. And she is holding firm to this commitment despite whatever this latest news from Steffy is. We don't even fully know the extent of what Steffy did, but Steffy clearly dropped some news that tested Hope, and Hope is still saying, nope, I'm going to Logan. Which, okay, good for her. Stand up for yourself, Hope. I am glad she is finally making a decision and sticking to it. It's about time she stopped letting Steffy walk all over her. But, and this is a massive, massive but, Brooke doesn't know. Brooke has absolutely no idea. Hope is now in this incredibly awkward, horrible position because she ran into Brooke, and Brooke is practically throwing a parade. Brooke is insisting that they celebrate right now, today, because she fully believes that Hope for the Future is going back into production at Forrester Creations. Brooke is standing there, probably holding a glass of champagne, thinking she won. She thinks her little seduction routine with Ridge actually worked. She thinks she saved her daughter's line at Forrester. And Hope is just standing there, knowing full well that she is actually taking her line to Katie's company. To Logan, the very company that Donna warned Katie would start a massive family feud over. Honestly, what is Hope going to do? Is she going to confess to Brooke? She has to, right? She can't just let her mother keep thinking the line is staying at Forrester. But you guys know Hope. She hates conflict. She avoids it like the plague. She is probably going to stutter and look at the floor and try to change the subject, but she can't hide this forever. Bill is out there demanding diamonds to publicize her debut at Logan. The press release is probably already being typed up by Bill's people. It is just so frustrating to watch these characters sometimes. I mean, Brooke put her own relationship with Ridge on the line to try and force Steffy out, all for Hope. And Hope is just quietly making side deals with Katie and Liam. When Brooke finds out that Katie poached Hope anyway, after Brooke did all that work, the Logan sisters are going to absolutely tear each other apart. Donna was right. Donna called this weeks ago. She told Katie to back off before she ignited a family feud, and Katie was just like, business is business. Well, business is about to get really personal. And let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger pattern here. This is classic, bold, and beautiful. It always comes down to the Logans versus the Forresters, but right now, it's the Logans versus the Logans. You have Katie trying to build her own empire, completely stepping on Brooke's toes to do it. You have Brooke trying to manipulate Ridge to control Forrester. And right in the middle of it, you have Hope, who just wants to design clothes, but somehow always becomes the ultimate prize that everyone is fighting over. Liam wants to control where she works. Katie wants to use her name to launch her brand. Brooke wants to use her to gain power over Steffy. Does anyone actually just care about what Hope wants? Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It just feels like Hope is a chess piece. And now Bill is involved. And whenever Bill gets involved, things get ruthless. He doesn't care about Hope's feelings or Brooke's feelings. He just wants that diamond and he wants the spotlight. I just keep thinking about Wyatt holding that fake diamond. It's such a small detail, but it's going to ruin everything because Wyatt is desperate. He is lonely, he is heartbroken over Flo, and he just wants to be back in the Spencer Boys Club with Liam and Bill. He is going to try and pass that replica off as the real thing, isn't he? He really, really is. And Shauna is going to help him do it because Shauna is just as desperate to get this jewelry line off the ground. So we have fake diamonds, secret job changes, family betrayals, and Brooke Logan completely oblivious to all of it, ready to pop a cork. It's a train wreck, a complete and total train wreck. And I cannot look away. I don't know, maybe I'm giving the writers too much credit, but this feels like it's building up to one of those classic boardroom blow-ups. I can already see the scene. Steffy looking smug, Brooke looking betrayed, Katie looking defensive, and Bill just standing in the corner smirking. Anyway, I need to wrap this up before I just start typing in circles. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Hope is actually going to tell Brooke the truth? Or is she going to drag this out until the very last second? And where on earth is the real hope for the future Diamond? If Quinn somehow has it, I am going to lose my mind. Stay tuned, because I have a feeling tomorrow's episode is going to be even more chaotic. Thanks for reading my rant, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.